Hi everyone, I'm Liz. I'm a product manager here at Origin, and for the past 3 years, we've been working on making Origin the best place to track your personal finances. Tracking is the heart of our platform because in order to build your wealth, you need to understand where you've been and where you are today. Today, I'm going to be demoing 2 tabs in our product. Our spending tab, where you can understand your money in and your money out of your cash flow, and our portfolio tab, where you can see a holistic view of all your different investments in one aggregated portfolio view. Looking at spending, the first product we have here is the spending overview. This is where you can see your spending at a glance, understanding what your expenses have been so far this month and how that actually compares to previous months. You can also easily see how you're trending towards your customized budget. On the right-hand side, we have your income so far this month, how much money you've been receiving, and when you should expect to see your next paycheck and what the estimated paycheck amount is. As you scroll down, you can see your latest transactions. Transactions are the building block to the spending product. And when you click into a transaction, you can easily see details such as the date of the transaction, whether or not it's recurring. You can split and hide the transaction or even make edits if the data is not accurate to you. You can adjust the category to anything that you want, from custom categories to our preset categories that we have. Next, you can see your recurring transactions and what transactions you should expect soon. In this case, we have a paycheck coming up. We also have some subscriptions that you can dig into and understand how much you've been spending on that particular vendor. Next, we have a category breakdown. Part of understanding your spending is understanding where you actually spent those dollars. And so we automate all of that for you and categorize your spending into our preset categories. As I mentioned before, you always have the ability to customize. Next, we have a quick view into your budget and how you're trending towards the individual budget categories that you're choosing to track. And the last piece of our spending overview are our For You cards, a place where you can track your credit score for free. You can get insights such as how much you're typically spending. Each one of these has pages where you can really deep dive into your spending trends. And we pull out some insights if we think that you are spending more on subscriptions than you need to be, or if you have excess cash that could otherwise be invested. This is the place where we highlight those recommendations for you. Next, we have the spending breakdown. This is really how you can deep dive into your spending and understand all of your cash flow. At the top, we have graphs based on how much you've been spending, your money in, money out, month over month. If you wish to change this view and instead look at it by quarters or by years or even more granularly by weeks, you can do so. We highlight to you what your income has been and your expenses and allow you to click into details so you can see what transactions actually make up that total. Here you can see another view of the category breakdown that we just discussed. Really important to understand that the $2,116 that you spent this month, how they actually were divided up into different spending categories. Lastly, we have your most frequent expenses, where we highlight to you what vendors and merchants you've been spending the most money at, or where you're going frequently. So in this case, Potbelly Sandwich Shop clearly has a hold on this member who has gone already 3 times this month. You can deep dive into budget as well, and you can understand your different income sources. How much of your income is from a paycheck, from reimbursements, from investment interest that you might be accruing. And so you can really understand how this is changing month over month. Next, we have the portfolio tab, which is where you can see the balance and performance of all of your investment accounts across your portfolio. You can dive into individual accounts or understand holistically how your portfolio is doing, what holdings make up your portfolio, recent activity, and your asset allocation. Within this product, you can compare your portfolio to benchmarks. You can also dig into individual holdings and understand how that performance of the holding has been over the past year, what accounts you hold that holding in, stats about that company, and even recent news that we have around that holding. So there you have it, a brief overview of our spending and portfolio products, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. We also have other ways to track your net worth, like your real estate value and your company equity. Stay tuned for more videos where we'll deep dive into individual product features and show you how to best utilize Origin.